Hi students, in this video we will do the nouns practice. Noun is the term for any word that names a person, place or thing. Of course, as with everything in English grammar, nothing is as simple as it seems at first glance. Nouns can also name concepts, some ideas, emotions, which we'll discuss later. Now here, take a look at the nouns. Nouns can be concrete and abstract. Nouns that name people, places, or things are referred as concrete nouns. The term concrete is used because you can actually experience concrete nouns directly via one or more of your five senses, which we'll discuss later as well. So the first one is people. A person's name is a noun, as are other words that can be used to name a person, such as mother, father, sister, brother, student, or teacher. Now, words used to name places are nouns such as names of countries, states, cities, or streets, and locations like home, school, building, offices. And moving on to the things, words that name things are nouns, including terms for pets, dog or cat, items you play with or you deal with every other day, and objects in your house like oven, bed, chair. Now, nouns that name vague or intangible concepts, ideas, and emotions are called abstract nouns. These are nouns because they are in fact things. They just aren't ones that can be observed with senses. When we talk about concepts, words that describe intangible concepts represent abstract nouns. Examples: intellect, faith, comfort, satisfaction. Ideas, terms that name intangible ideas are abstract nouns. Examples include things like integrity, loyalty, freedom, patriotism. And then we have emotions. Words that express feeling are abstract nouns. For example, a person, happiness, sympathy, or any grief that you feel. So let's take a look at a few examples. I need to feed my new cat. Concrete noun is a thing. My niece is staying with us for a while. Concrete noun is a person. I'm looking forward to visiting Venice. Concrete noun is a place. He needs a new laptop. Concrete noun is a thing. I feel regret about your loss. Abstract noun, it shows emotion. There is no honor in cheating. Abstract noun is an idea. We are eating pasta tonight. Concrete noun is a thing. She's too dishonest. Abstract noun is an idea. Now let's take a look at what all nouns do. Now that you know what nouns are, it's a good idea to explore what nouns do. This is a great way to improve your ability to recognize and properly use nouns in sentences. So the first thing is how to name things. Nouns name things, all names of all things like people, cities, buildings, monuments, natural disaster, books, magazines, songs. They all are nouns. Secondly, it acts as sentence subjects. Generally, the subject of a sentence is the thing that comes right before the verb in a sentence. Consider this sentence as an example. The cat ate your cherries. The verb is ate, so the cat is the subject. This particular subject consists of an article and a noun. There is another noun in the sentence, which is cherries. Get modified by adjectives. If a word is described by an adjective, it's probably a noun. For example, car is a noun. Now, a car should be described or can be described as old, white, shiny, hot, wonderful, which are all adjectives. Not all nouns are modified by adjectives, but any word that is described by an adjective will either be a noun or pronoun. Moving on to accompany articles, which is a and the. Now, nouns are often placed next to an article in a sentence. If a word follows an article fairly closely, it's probably a noun. If there's an adjective in there, it'll be between the noun and the article. In that case, consider if the word is naming something you can feel, see, smell, taste, or touch. If so, the word is a noun. If it describes something you can feel, see, smell, taste, or touch, then it is an adjective. For example, a bike, a rainbow, an umbrella, the northeast, the pumpkins, an hour, an honor. An idea. Now, nouns can be pluralized. So, nouns can be singular or plural. Most English nouns can be made plural simply by adding an S to the end of the word, but there are few irregular plural nouns that are exceptions to that rule, which we'll discuss. Now, nouns with a singular form that ends in S or Z, X, ch, or sh needs to add es become the plural. So boss becomes bosses, box, boxes, watch, watches, bush, bushes. Certain nouns that end in o also need es to become plural. For example, potato, potatoes with the es, hero becomes heroes, volcano becomes volcanoes. Now, for nouns that end in Y, change the Y to I and add ES. For example, lady, Y, remove and just write IES, which is ladies, bully, bullies, pies, pies. Now, for nouns that end in F or FE, you need to change the F to a V and add ES. For example, knife, knives, wolf, wolves, and shelf becomes shelves with a VES. English nouns with genders. In English, most nouns are not naturally male or female like they are in many other languages. The fact that so many nouns are engendered makes it fairly easy to write in an unbiased way. However, there are a few commonly used nouns that do not indicate masculinity or femininity. Let's take a look at a few examples. Actor, actress, waiter, waitress, gentleman, lady, prince, princess, king, queen, boy, girl, man, women, uncle, aunt, father, mother, brother, sister, son, daughter, nephew, niece. Now, types of noun. So the first type of noun is a common noun. Common noun refers to people, places, things, or ideas in general terms. Words like butterfly, city, bread, cheese, hat, they are all common nouns. Moving on to the proper nouns are not general references, instead they name specific nouns. For example, the word state is a common noun, however the names of specific states will be a proper noun, and the names as well of people and places. So for example, let's take a look here. Linda and Fred went out to dinner at Ruby Tuesday. So Linda, Fred, and Ruby Tuesday are proper nouns. He graduated from Trinity College in Australia. So Trinity College and Australia is a proper noun. I have been to both London Bridge and Buckingham Palace. So London Bridge and Buckingham Palace are both proper nouns, and always the proper nouns begins with a capital letter. Now let's see here, concrete nouns. Concrete nouns can be perceived by at least one of our five senses. Like, what are five senses? See, taste, touch, smell, and seen. Now here, take a look at a couple of the examples of concrete nouns. Whale, egg, car, apple, children, taxi, dog, truck, house, flag, soup, chair, notebook, pencil, pen, television, plane, heart, sand, tiger, nose, head, water, voice, bitterness, shower, wallet, smoke, perfume, belts, newspaper, arrow, fish, salt, paper, radio, finger, coffee, soap, music, mouse, bed. Now, more theoretical concepts use abstract nouns to refer to them. So abstract nouns refer to concepts or feelings that cannot be experienced concretely or touched physically. Abstract nouns are like ideas, feelings, and qualities. Now, the examples for that can be love, hate, kindness, fear, anger, imagination, courage, intelligence, loneliness, happiness, sadness, bravery, cowardice, embarrassment, joy, beauty, ugliness, confidence, luck, misfortune, mischief, bitterness, justice, injustice, grief, boredom, cheerfulness. Now, collective nouns are nouns that refer to a group of something in particular. Often, collective nouns are used to refer to groups of animals. Consider the following words with the phrases. So, a band of musicians, a basket of fruit, a bouquet of flowers, a bowl of rice, a bunch of keys, a catch of fish, a chest of drawers, a choir of singers, a class of students, a cloud of dust, a crew of sailors, a crowd of people or spectators, a fleet of ships, a flight of birds, a flock of birds, a flock of sheep, a flock of tourists, a forest of trees, a galaxy of stars, a gang of laborers, a gang of thieves, a group of dancers, a group of islands, a haul of fish, a hedge of bushes, a herd of deer or cattle or elephants or goats or buffaloes, a hive of bees, a host of sparrows, a kennel of dogs, a library of books, a litter of cubs, a litter of puppies, a murder of crows, a pack of cards, a pack of hounds, a pack of lies, a pack of thieves, a pack of wolves, a pair of shoes, a panel of experts, a range of mountains, a regiment of soldiers, a stack of wood, a staff of employees, a string of pearls, a swarm of bees or ants or rats or flies, a team of horses, ducks or oxen, a team of players, a tribe of natives, a troop of lions, a troop of artists or dancers, a wad of notes, a zoo of wild animals, an album of stamps or autographs or photographs, an army of ants. Now, moving on to compound nouns, it contains two or more words that join together to make a single noun. Now, the first is with spaces. So, toothpaste, greenhouse, lifespan, eyelid, homework, sunrise, rainfall, checkout, drawback. Without spaces will be, okay, I've put it the other way. So moving on to the yellow ones, swimming pool, fish tank, full moon, ice cream, bus stop, living room, post office, upper class. And where the hyphens will be the middle section, which is self with a hyphen and then confidence, dry with hyphen and clean, father with a hyphen in hyphen and law, take hyphen off, take off, self-control, 2/3, wallpaper, merry-go-round. All right, so let's take a look at the plural and the singular nouns. Now, singular noun refers to one person, place, or thing, and a plural noun refers to more than one person or place. Now, singular nouns can be bird, desk, doll, egg, flower, photo, pen, shirt, nest, and plural nouns can be bird, so it's birds, desks, dolls, eggs, flowers, photos, pens, shirts, nests. Now here, ending in S, X, Z, ch, sh, or sir. Now the singular nouns that ends in these form the plural by adding the es. So bus becomes buses with the es, bench, benches with es, box becomes boxes, dish becomes dishes, lunch becomes lunches, tax become taxes, watch becomes watches. Now plural nouns of some nouns that end in f or fe is made by changing the ending to vs. So half becomes halves, which halves. So f is changed by ves. Similarly, calf, calves, shelf, shelves, leaf, leaves, loaf, loaves, thief, thieves, wolf, wolves, life, lives, knife, knives, scarf, scarves, wife, wives. And similarly, the pronunciation also changes. Now here, let's take a look at the nouns ending in O. So radio become radios, stereo, stereos, video, videos. And if it is preceding by a consonant, so potato becomes potatoes, which is es after potato. Similarly, tomato becomes es after writing tomato. Hero, heroes with the es. Echo is echoes with the es. Now the nouns that end in y changes to ies. So city, cities, candy, candies, country, countries, family, families, cherry, cherries, lady, ladies, puppy, puppies, party, parties. So taking a look at how the spellings change. Now changing the spellings of the singular nouns here. So person becomes people, ox, oxen, man, men, women, women, policeman, policemen, child, children, tooth, teeth, foot, feet, mouse, mice. And some nouns use the same singular and plural. So aircraft remains the same like aircraft, deer change same like deer, salmon like salmon, spacecraft like spacecraft, series like series, species like species, fish like fish, sheep like sheep. Possessive nouns. Moving on to possessive nouns, it demonstrates a person, place, or thing's ownership of something. Now, they typically end in S, but possessive nouns have an apostrophe before the S. The best way to spot them is to look for an apostrophe. To make a single noun possessive, simply add an apostrophe and an S. Now here, let's take a look at the singular possessive nouns. Apples taste, books cover, computers keyboard, Diane's book, diabetes symptoms, fish eggs, lawyer's fee, month's work, progress reward, sun's rays, today's newspaper, trees bark. Now, when a plural noun ends with an S, simply add an apostrophe to make it possessive. So let's take a look at a few examples of the plurals. Americans' ideals, babies' shoes, cabbages' nutrition, eggs' color, garages' fees, hampers' conditions, juices' flavors, kites' altitudes, lemons' acidity, members' votes, owl's eyes, student's grades, unicorn's power. Now, when a plural noun does not end with an S, add an apostrophe to an S to make it possessive, like cat's pasture, women's clothes, children's toys, people's ideas, feet's toenail, my sister-in-law's advice, middle class's income, t-shirt's logo, water bottle's shape, changing room's door, 5-year-old's excitement. And these were the hyphenated or compound words, so with the dashes. Now, the countable nouns can occur in both singular and plural forms. They can be modified by numbers, but also can be paired with quantifying determiners such as many, most, or several. So let's take a look at a few examples. Bill, bird, boat, book, bottle, road, room, day, animal, answer, apartment, doctor, dog, door, picture, ring, village, walk, wall, week, window, women, air, dream, dress, box, boy, bridge, brother, bus, bush, camp, captain, car, card, eye, face, factory, farm, case, castle. Now, moving on to uncountable nouns. On the other hand, some nouns are not countable. So the examples are advice, aggression, assistance, beauty, bravery, bread or butter, cake, cash, confidence, content, education, energy, enjoyment, equipment, failure, faith, fame, fuel, gold, guilt, happiness, humor, help, ice, information, knowledge, cotton, jam, jewelry, milk, nature, motivation, news, perfume. And the last one is the material noun. Material nouns refer to materials or substances from which things are made. Consider the word cotton or copper, which is an adjective when used in the cotton dress. However, cotton is a material when used to describe the crop that is used to make fabric. There are a couple of material nouns here like aluminium, coal, copper, calcium, diamond, floor, cloth, glass, iron, marble, platinum, plastic, silver, wood, wool. So with this, I end the video and thank you for watching the video. Keep watching more English grammar videos and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.